Yeah, motherfucker!
Yeah, motherfucker! Shut up, I'm talking.
Shut up, I'm talking.
Street Asylum, 1990. This cop isn't losing his mind. It's being taken from him. In the bleak near future, Los Angeles has become a dangerous war zone with cops pitted against assorted law-breaking lowlifes. Sergeant Arliss Ryder has an electronic device put into his back that turns him into an out-of-control psychotic killer put out on the Strike Squad, which is a unit of crazed cops assigned by Captain Bill Quinton to rid the City of Angels of criminals by any means necessary. The only problem is that Arliss discovers what's going down and decides to put a stop to all this madness. Now, we've gotten tremendous response from the episode, Shit Movie Review, Street Asylum.
What is left to say about this movie?
Well, I have 8 clips from the movie that reveal some things, just little things that we didn't have time to go over in the 93 minutes that was Shit Movie Review. 95 minutes, excuse me.
95 minutes.
Not a moment wasted.
Nope.
As I was editing the final version of Shit Movie Review, one of the things I noticed was he has 2 partners in Squad. He has Stoddard and Joker Tatum.
Correct.
So you have 3 members of Squad that they concentrate on in this movie. Stoddard, who announced at the beginning that he had been on Squad 6 months. Joker, who said he'd been there for 3 months. Well, at the end of 6 months, Stoddard is out. He kills a civilian, so he kills himself.
What I like is the captain said, well, he had to.
He shot an innocent person. How could he go on living? He had to kill himself. Our entire program depends on the support of the people. He knew that. He knew that.
Bullshit.
He had to kill himself.
You sounded crazy.
He had to.
He had to!
Like, of course, he's going to fall on the sword.
The implication there is, and you will too.
Yeah.
Straight to Ryder. So Stoddard lasted 6 months. Joker Tatum lasted 3. And how long did Ryder last?
No, I don't think it was even a month. It was like a couple of weeks.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle
he didn't
it.
last long at all. He just kind of started screaming at people. It was very hard to understand what he was saying. Big fucking chiclet mouth.
Come on, open my mouth at least a quarter inch. Why can't you understand me? That was his acting style. It was mute.
Oh, is that what they call it? I was confused. I didn't know that was a style.
It's as if he had just learned to talk.
Yeah.
The muscles of his jaw had atrophied.
Of course, he just learned to speak. What was I thinking?
And, I remember being a kid and seeing Wings Hauser in these terrible movies. I never understood his career. I'm like, how does this guy have a career? Why do I know his name? And then when I saw the Wings Livin' Right album.
Wings Livin' Right.
And it was dedicated to L. Ron Hubbard.
Which is my new stage name, by the way.
I thought, oh, now it all makes sense. His whole career was just for Scientology. So he's in a movie, and then he goes out and he advertises the movie and goes, oh, by the way, Scientology.
But like I said the last time, that's my new stage name.
Yeah, you see how I ignored that?
Yeah, I know, you did, and fuck you.
What are you going to do on stage?
None of your fucking business, no. I'm going to tell you.
All right. Is it the audience business at all? Do you want anybody there?
Nobody's business. Not telling anybody?
A one-man play with an audience of 0.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a secret. You're not invited, and I'm not going to tell you at all. You are banned from all public performances.
Well, that shows me and everyone else.
That's right. Your name is not on the list.
Is there a +1?
Nope.
Oh, man.
It's a -1 when it comes to you.
Oh, it's just mean. And there's something that happened in Shit Movie Review, our glorious 95-minute episode.
Yes.
Something happened I really didn't appreciate.
And what was that?
If there's one thing I don't appreciate, it's a spoiler alert about the death of one of the main characters.
At the end of Bernie?
Oh, no, Bernie goes on all the way to the end. She does not survive. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. The hooker dies. The whore didn't live. Yeah, that's right. That's a dangerous business to get into. Yeah, I'm just calling it as I see it.
All right. I have 8 sound clips here. Let's go through them one by one. There were some scenes that we just didn't have the time to delve deeply into, but that had some interesting or funny components to them. So here is one. This is when Joker and Sergeant Ryder, Wingshauser, he goes to buy some food in a restaurant, and then Joker just happens upon Raton banging a chick in some sort of like a booth or something. So Joker pulls Raton out, throws him on the ground, starts grinding against his softening cock, and is telling him, I know you're the shooter, admit it. And Raton won't admit it.
But he was the shooter.
He was the shooter. So then Ryder comes out.
I remember.
Ryder comes out, sees what's going on, shoos Joker away. Unbeknownst to Ryder, Joker has already put this rope around Raton's ankle and then tied the other side of the rope to the car. He's going to drag him away.
Yeah.
So Raton's laying on his back, about to be dragged away, and Ryder's going, what's this guy have on you? Just give him what he wants to know. And this is something that Raton says. Listen to the whole thing. Ready?
Hey, Joker's crazy, man. He's a crazy mixed up faggot, man.
Bet he's crazy.
Joker's crazy. He's a mixed up faggot, man. And Ryder goes, you bet he's crazy.
Hey, Joker's crazy, man. He's a crazy mixed up faggot, man.
Bet he's crazy.
I just found that so funny.
See, well, I guess there's little gems here and there.
Yeah, little ones here and there. You bet he's crazy.
Hey, Joker's crazy, man. He's a crazy mixed up faggot, man.
Bet he's crazy.
Here's another part. I remember you were so confused throughout the entire movie. You didn't know what was going on at any time.
No, it made no sense at all.
G. Gordon Liddy's character was Chief Miller, and you were upset because you were like, I have no idea what his job is.
Yeah, they didn't make it obvious what his job was.
Okay, now I'm going to play a clip here, and we're going to see if that's true.
I don't need you to play a clip. I know that it made no sense.
Are you ready?
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
All right, let it go.
Well, this is it, where it all began, right here behind this desk. Sergeant, precinct captain, chief of police. And that's why I've come back here today to declare my candidacy for mayor.
That's his resume.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't get... All I hear is rang, 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 rang.
Clear as day.
No, yeah, it's clear, all right.
One more time.
No,
well, this
please.
is it, where it all began, right here
all
behind
began.
this desk. Sergeant, precinct
Sergeant,
captain,
precinct
chief
captain,
of police.
chief of police.
And that's why I've come back here today to declare my candidacy for mayor.
Now he's running for mayor. What's so
You're all
fucking
through,
confusing?
See? Yeah, see, yeah.
Every time
That's
you tell
right.
me there's something confusing about it, I go, it's right there, dude.
I told you it was hard to pay attention to.
And they did in different scenes. In fact, in that scene, they manipulate his voice to make it even more high pitched and ferret-like.
Well, it worked because I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
This is a wonderful movie. Yeah.
I'm getting electrocuted.
Owie!
Yeah. What's the big idea? It's curtains for you, see? Yeah.
Well, just like when Raton is caught on fire and he's just flailing about and he goes, I'm burning.
Yeah, it's for the visually impaired audience members.
That was my line.
Because that's the kind of pain that hurts.
That's going to be a t-shirt, by the way.
It should be. I agree completely.
Shut up, I'm talking with Matt Powers and Larry King Guy. It's the kind of pain that hurts. Also, throughout the movie, and I don't know if you picked up on this, I doubt it.
I know, I doubt it too. I don't know.
Anytime something happens in the movie, somebody appears in the movie, where they are a part of the evil plan, there's a sound effect that goes along with it.
It was like a boing. It's the captain. Boing. What are you happy to see me? Yeah, see? I know it was you.
Make sure everybody knows and everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. Because we don't want to get confused as to what's going on.
Oh, no, certainly not.
Oh, no. This is a very complex plot. It needs to be analyzed.
Here's my impression of you watching this movie. Huh?
Yeah, huh? Followed by, what the fuck am I watching? And then why am I watching this? I don't understand.
And then cursing my name.
Yep. There was quite a bit of that.
I think that's how you start your day.
I'm not going to lie.
So here's
where's the captain? Bang!
Well, here's what they replaced the boing with. Sounds like fart thunder. So you hear that throughout the movie, and that is to show something evil is afoot.
Well, that would be the kind of sound if evil was coming.
Other than boing.
Yeah. You know what it is when you hear it. Uh-oh, something bad's going to happen. He just popped a boner. That is not good news.
In another part of the movie, you remember Kristen, Sergeant Ryder's girlfriend. She dresses up like a whore. And then she goes up to see Chief Miller, G. Gordon Liddy's character. Kristen's pretending to be a dominatrix. And she tells him to go get a whip, and he's being disrespectful, and she goes, "You're never going to do it again. Say it." You remember that part?
Yes, I do.
And this, to me, is the finest moment in the whole movie.
You'll never do it again. You'll never talk back to your mistress. Say it.
No.
Say it.
No. You can't.
Say it.
You'll never make me.
You'll never do it again. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Yes. 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 I'll never do it again. 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 Never. I'll never do it again.
Now he's the joke.
Oh, fuck, that's great. I don't think there was acting involved there. I think that's the way G. Gordon Liddy sounded when he dropped a load. I think because of that wonderful scene, we should introduce a laugh track to Shut Up, I'm Talking. And here's my proposed laughter for the laugh track.
Golly day, okay. Gee whiz.
That's for the slightest joke.
Yeah, that's better than the Cape Fear laugh. God, that is disturbing.
And then I said, "What are you talking about? Those aren't my pants." Can you believe that's only 10 seconds?
9 seconds too long. Man, that is something else. I don't like that at all.
You don't like that?
Oh, no, I do. It's just, very disturbing. Wow, now I really am sorry he's dead.
I don't think he could recreate that character now.
No.
Or even if he hadn't died.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Now, you remember the art school dominatrix?
The one he killed.
But you remember her. She I'm talking too much. And then she's trying to be a dominatrix, and he's having none of it. Well, guess what, Matt?
What?
She didn't die.
She didn't? Is she in the sequel?
No. She is in the closing credits. Remember, the closing credits, the bulk of it is a late-night talk show, radio talk show. And I have 2 clips from that talk show.
I don't.
Of course you don't remember.
In the closing credits,
have you gotten that?
Even saying it.
Have you gotten that prescription for Ritalin yet? My Lord, I don't remember.
I can't imagine me not paying attention to that.
So here is my evidence that the art school dominatrix was not strangled to death by G. Gordon Liddy's character.
You're listening to David Prince. Let's have another caller on the line.
Hi, Dave.
On the line.
Tracy. You know, Miller was really weird. I'm talking kinky. Like, he used to send his limo around to pick me up, and then he'd get off on the most bizarre things. Things I can't even talk about him because of my mother. Oh, if she knew, she would kill me. I'd be so embarrassed.
right, let's take another call right now. You're on Late Night Talk Radio with David Prince.
So right there, we find out her name is Tracy, and she did survive. Remember, G. Gordon Liddy's character puts his hand around her throat and then begins to wiggle it.
Yeah.
That goes to show the intensity of his strangulation.
And that's what I thought. Okay.
But she did survive. And I think the biggest question we had with the entire movie was, who was the top of the food chain? Who was the real bad guy? Because everybody...
Yeah, that was never clear either.
Everybody involved seems to be killed, and they call the killing a suicide. You never know who's pulling the strings. I have a new theory.
No, please, don't make us wait.
I believe that the main bad guy in Street Asylum is named Mike Hinkle.
I don't remember him being any mentioned in the movie at all.
Mike Hinkle was in the movie twice.
As a what?
As the campaign manager for Chief Miller's run to become mayor.
Did anybody even see him in the movie?
No, he's never seen in the movie. He's just a disembodied voice.
Oh, for God's sakes. That's just...
But let's listen to this.
That's too much. It's too much.
He's the only person that survives from the police chief Miller's campaign. He's the only one that survived. Everybody else is dead. Miller dies.
Everyone
Quentin dies. Dr. Kane dies.
The captain doesn't die.
Captain Quentin? He's shot with his own fucking gun.
How?
Where they're in the bathroom when
the chick's getting off with that device in the bathroom?
Yeah. Ryder and Kristen go in there. Ryder starts to rough her up, and then she screams for Quentin. Quentin comes in. Then they start talking.
Shoots himself.
No. And then Dr. Kane pulls the gun out and shoots Quentin. She's trying to shoot Ryder, but Quentin gets in the way. So Dr. Kane kills Quentin. I want to get back to what we're talking about with Dr. Kane and Ryder there at the end. But to prove my point, here is the campaign manager, Mike Hinkle, and I think he's the main bad guy.
My guest tonight is Mr. Mike Hinkle, spokesman for the former Miller campaign. Mr. Hinkle?
Thank you. The man is dead. A great man. But his philosophy lives on.
Here we go.
The vision of Jim Miller is the core of police programs now being initiated in New York, Chicago, Detroit, all American cities.
So he's still pushing it.
You can kill a man, but you can't kill a dream.
Or is it a nightmare?
Or is it a nightmare? So I think that is the main bad guy right there, Mike Hinkle. Never seen, but he's the only one that survives.
Well, it's a compelling argument.
Here's the last clip.
I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
That's acceptable. I'll take it. So here's the last clip, and we're going to play a game.
Oh.
Okay, so as we were just speaking about, Ryder and Kristen go into the bathroom where Dr. Kane is in a dirty bathroom stall getting off on this, using the same device that she's implanted into the guys of Squad.
Right.
And they go in and they interrupt her just before she's about to finish. And Ryder starts just roughing her up a little bit, and he starts screaming at her. But as he's doing it, he keeps going, huh? He'll say a couple words and go, huh? He just keeps saying it over and over. So I'd like you to guess, how many times does Ryder go, huh? During this speech of rage?
I'm going to say at least 4.
4. All right.
Now, if I'm doing the over-under, I'm saying that's under.
You're saying that's under?
Yeah, there's got to be more than 4 times.
Well, no, I have to give you what the over-under is, and then you can choose whether you want the over or the under.
Okay.
You can't choose your own under.
Oh, okay.
That's not gambling, Matt. Okay, the over-under for this is 7.
Over-under is 7. I will say I'll stick with under.
All right. Now, for every time that he goes, huh? I have inserted a ding.
Okay.
So let's count the dings. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, let's listen.
Quentin! Miller, you thought this would put Miller at the top? What the hell's he thinking, huh? He can wipe out half the city in order to save his ass, huh? Tell me! You afraid, huh? You scared to death I might blow up right in your face, huh? You're the one who should know. You lit the fuse, didn't you? How's it go, huh? How's it go? Like that?
Oh, I don't know why it makes me laugh so much.
I don't know either.
That was 9.
9 times.
9 times. Let's hear that one more time, Matt.
Quit! But Miller's the top. What the hell's he thinking, huh? He can wipe out half the city in order to save his ass, huh?
2.
Tell me! You're afraid, huh? You're scared to death I might blow up right in your face, huh?
4.
You're the one who should know. You lit the fuse, didn't you? How's it go, huh? How's it go?
6, 7, 8, 9.
Like that!
All right, so you lose.
I did lose, and I lost big. I thought it would be less than that, but I stand corrected.
You do.
Again, I can't even guess on a bad movie. What am I looking at?
Now, there were some other things that struck me as a little weird. At the very beginning of this movie, Ryder is shot, and he's taken to the facilities of Dr. Kane. She inserts this device into his lower back, right?
Yes.
And then later, Kristen removes it. Here's the one problem that I see with this.
She cuts it out of his bag or something.
Yes.
Right? See, I was watching.
There are 2 things that are wrong with this. One, this is not a small device.
Right.
There was a lot of muscle and fat and probably bone that was removed to put this device in there. It's a huge cavern.
Yeah.
And then when he's released and he goes home, he's favoring the shot up front when there's a gigantic wound in his back that he seems not to notice.
Yeah, that he didn't even pay attention to.
Towards the end of the movie, he wants this device removed from him, so he goes to Kristen and says, cut it out. You have to remember, he has been healing for about a month at this point.
And it didn't hinder his activities at all.
Not at all. He climbed a fire escape moments later.
Yeah.
He would have bled out right there in the kitchen. He did, however, several times wince. I thought that was a little peculiar.
Yeah, he had a surgery and didn't even notice. Ow, I think I pulled something in my back.
And what did she use to cut it out there in his kitchen?
I'm sure it was some kind of a spatula.
You're cutting into not a fresh wound.
Yeah, there's no thought to keeping it clean.
To keeping it clean, no concern about pain. Can you imagine having your lower back cut open after a month of healing? The pain that would be?
Really?
He must be strong.
Well, he's a super cop.
All right, I won't do that.
That is a good sound clip.
When I put this up, there was a concern about getting a copyright strike against the channel.
Why?
I'm sure there's a copyright that goes along with that movie. Somebody owns it. But from my point of view, there really wasn't that much of a concern because you can't buy the movie, you can't rent the movie, and if it's not for our podcast, that movie is just gonna fade away and never be remembered again. So I think we did a favor to Wings Hauser's career, to G. Gordon Liddy's career, to everybody involved, the producers, the director, the writer, the god-awful writer. So I think we deserve an Emmy or an Oscar or whatever.
We should. We do. Yeah. Where's our prize?
I'm going to take this episode plus the ship movie review. I'm going to send it off to the next podcast award I can find. And if we don't win, it'll just be a joke. All right.
So disturbing.
Big mistake giving me a soundboard.
That's right.
Shut Up, I'm Talking with Matt Powers and Larry King Guy. Available on YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, and Audible.